Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulyam Rama Nama Varanane Om Apadamapahartaram Dataram Sarvasampadam Lokabhiramam Shri Ramam Bhuyo Bhuyo Namamyaham. Namaskar. Today we will be exploring the qualities of Rama as seen in the Kishkinda. This is book 4 of the Valmiki Ramayana. This book is an epic chapter of valor and friendship. In the Kishkinda, we find it is an epic chapter of valor and friendship. We find Rama's commitment to his vows and exile, the moral integrity in leadership. Keeping his word and promise is everything to Sri Rama. This is what he is known for. We see a Rama who never forgets his vows of asceticism and living in exile. He declines entering the kingdom of Kishkinda because of his being in exile and the promise he makes to his father. Sri Rama's unwavering adherence to his vows during his exile exemplifies the profound moral integrity expected of a leader, illustrating that true leadership is rooted in ethical principles, respect for societal norms, and a commitment to protecting the vulnerable, thereby setting a timeless standard for virtuous conduct. We see that these qualities are being continually displayed in each of the books of Valmiki's Ramayana. In various forms, in different situations, the reason why Rama's unwavering adherence to his principles. In the Aranyakandam and in the Kishkinda, we are given a glimpse of what despair and determination. In the Kishkinda, as we have seen in the Aranyakandam, we see despair and determination displayed. We see emotional complexity in leadership. Sri Rama's journey through despair not only highlights his vulnerability, but also serves as a catalyst for his determination, illuminating that authentic leadership encompasses the ability to confront personal anguish while remaining steadfast in the pursuit of one's duties and responsibilities. Even when he is in the depth of despair, Lakshmana reminds him of his duty and reminds him how he is not a common, normal, simple man, but someone with great qualities, and he should never forget those qualities. And Rama rebounds from his depths of despair and anguish and takes up the journey of leadership. In the Aranyakandam, we saw the most human aspect of Rama, his almost 13 years of honeymoon with Sita, how they enjoy the beauties of the surroundings and the forests around them. And then we see his distraught, berserk state, where he is plunged into anguish, unable to contain himself at the disappearance of Sita. He is most distraught by the thought that he has no idea what has happened to her. He has no knowledge of where she is, and he does not know where to look for her, having looked everywhere and not being able to find her. This state of distress and anguish continues in the Kishkinda, but now we see a Rama who has pinpoint razor-sharp focus in his mission of finding Sita. A Rama who will do everything possible and anything possible to achieve his objectives of finding Sita. In the Aranyakandam, we find that he accepts the advice of Kabanda, the ogre without any body, and then follows his advice. He is willing to do anything and everything that needs to be done. We see in the Kishkinda Rama's respect for Bharata's rule, Rama's ethical leadership. He continues to refer to Bharata as the emperor, and his actions are in obedience to the dictate of Bharata the ruler. In fact, in his explanation to Vali, when he explains as to why he did what he did by killing him, he says, I do this because this is the rule and the dictate of the emperor of this land, and I am but a subject who follows his rules. And it is done with the sole purpose of upholding Bharata's rule and Bharata's greatness as a ruler. He does not take credit for his decision and his actions, but instead says it is an expression of what the ruler, the emperor, would expect of him. Rama's steadfast commitment to Bharata's rule exemplifies the essence of ethical leadership, showcasing how adherence to dharma and respect for authority can guide actions even amidst personal trials. He never forgets, irrespective of his situation, that he is but a subject of the emperor, thereby reinforcing the importance of integrity and duty in governance. We see Rama as a protector who is capable of using even covert methods to protect women. Rama's action reflect his role as a protector of women's honor, emphasizing the moral imperative to safeguard dignity in the face of adversity, which drives his strategic decisions throughout the narrative. In all the three books, in every encounter he faces with the women who are ogres, and to protect the women who are being harassed, we see that his primary approach is to safeguard the dignity in any adversity. And from this, he derives his strategic decisions. This is a Rama who places the honor of a woman as supreme and justifies that using covert methods to protect and save a woman is acceptable. But there is this question of, does the covert method and the morality of what he does, is it justified? This raises questions of ethical implications of using such covert actions. This particular episode in the Kishkindakandam highlights the tension between traditional moral values and the necessity of adaptive strategies in dire circumstances. He does not do what he does by killing Vali hidden behind the tree. It's not that he is not capable of killing Vali, but he knows that in order not to demean the stature of Sugriva, he does not need to come out in front. Also, he has no enmity with Vali as an individual. And in fact, in the discussion that Vali has with him, Vali asks him, what wrong have I done you? What is my beef with you? I have no enmity or no need to fight you. Then why have you killed me? It's a very fine line between keeping a promise to a friend, keeping a promise which has a covert agenda, knowing that until and unless he has the support of Sugriva, he does not stand a chance in finding Sita. This is Rama's personal covert agenda. And yet he tries his best within all possible reason, using all strategies and within the limits as far as he could stretch the interpretation of Dharma to kill Vali. Here we see Rama emerge as a statesman, as an international statesman, as a statesman across all genres of sentient beings. We see the dynamics of alliance and the respect Rama shows to the Vaanaras. The alliance between Rama and the Vaanaras is built on mutual respect. Mutual, both ways, where the Vaanaras respect him and he respects the Vaanaras. This highlights the importance of a leader recognizing the strengths of his allies and the contributions that are made in an alliance to achieving a common goal. There is collective responsibility for honor. Rama's alliances with the Vaanaras illustrates the importance of collective responsibility in preserving a woman's honor. That's suggesting that safeguarding dignity transcends individual actions and requires collaborative efforts across different communities. The alliance between the Vaanaras is based on mutual respect. That is the very foundation of all of Rama's alliances, of all of Rama's relationships. We see right from the Balakandam, right up till the Kishkindakandam, that Rama respects and builds alliances with all. He is known for his secular credentials. He is known for the respect he shows to his allies, whether it be the rishis, whether it be people in his kingdom when he was living in Ayodhya, or now even to the extent of the Vaanaras. In fact, Rama treats all sentient beings with respect. They are not looked down upon him as lower creatures or creatures of a lower grade. There is no sense of superiority shown by him to any of the Vaanaras. Even to the ogres, he does not show superiority. And what to say of the birds and the creatures of the forest? His respect and love for Jatayu is a classic example. This is Sri Rama, one with all forms of creation, where mutual respect is the foundation of their love and respect for him. Right through the Valmiki Ramayana, we are given various examples of cultural inclusivity that Rama exhibits in his leadership. As an emperor of such a vast array of territory, it is but natural that there would be sects, segments, and people and social groups and societies of different cultural backgrounds in his kingdom. But here we see that cultural inclusivity go to a completely new level. Rama's interaction with diverse beings reflect an inclusive leadership style, emphasizing the value of cooperation across different cultures and the potential for transformative alliances in overcoming challenges. Rama's interactions illustrate a profound ethical framework that emphasizes respect and humility. He showcases how true leadership involves recognizing the inherent worth of every individual in the group, regardless of their status or their background. Rama's open-mindedness towards different cultures were seen in both the Balakandam and the Ayodhya Kandam, and the importance of cultural appreciation, demonstrating that wisdom and strength can emerge from diverse perspectives, fostering a spirit of coexistence and mutual respect, which is why he is loved by all, which is why his grandeur and the example he has set has endured across thousands of years. He is a role model that will never diminish. He has a holistic understanding of cultures. In fact, in his reactions with different cultures, we can see that he is totally non-judgmental. He does not form judgment or opinions of good and bad against any of those groups. His interactions with various beings, even including the demons, reflect a holistic approach to cultural acceptance. This is emphasizing the importance of understanding that different cultures, different beings have different motivations and grievances. Understanding this, working with this, ultimately leads to a more effective and yet compassionate leadership. In fact, his alliances with the Vaanaras illustrate his ability to recognize and value the unique strengths of diverse beings, fostering an environment where collaboration thrives and collective goals are achieved through mutual respect and understanding, and appreciating the values each being and each class of being and each group of being brings to the collective. But without empowerment, this appreciation has no meaning. will not produce results. By treating allies like the Vaanaras, it is so easy to dismiss them as monkeys, Vaanaras, beings which are not advanced in nature. Although they have many qualities, many skills, many talents, many strengths. In fact, they have the ability to take up whatever form they so choose to. They may be simians, they may be bears, but yet they can speak the human tongue and they communicate amongst themselves effectively. And even with Rama's ability to communicate with the Vanaras is outstanding. He treats them with respect, acknowledging their contributions. Rama exemplifies a leadership style that empowers, that reinforces the idea that greatness is achieved through collaboration only when you empower and uplift those around you and those collaborating with you, which means that your leadership goes beyond hierarchies. By treating all beings as equals, way back, even in those days, Rama challenges traditional social hierarchies. He clearly demonstrates that effective leadership is rooted in humility. Just because he treats all his allies as equal, in no way diminishes his prowess. In fact, we hear all his allies sing praise and talk about his prowess and his greatness and his strength. This comes from acknowledgement of the intrinsic worth of every individual, regardless of their background or status. He appreciates the simian natures of the Vaanaras, knows the pitfalls that he would face, and knows their behavioral traits, and yet he shows no sense of superiority towards them. In the Kishkindakandam, we see the establishment of loyalty and friendship. His loyalty, upholding his pledge to his friendship with Sugriva, the loyalty of Hanuman's devotion to Sri Rama. In the Kishkindakandam, we are introduced to Hanuman, and the Kishkindakandam focuses on the lives, the lifestyles, the kingdoms, and the actions of the Vaanaras. We find Hanuman's unwavering commitment to Lord Rama exemplifies the essence of loyalty. And he consistently prioritizes Rama's mission above his own safety. His selfless actions, such as crossing the ocean to find Sita, highlight the profound bond of friendship that drives him and motivates him to accomplish extraordinary feats. This is a friendship that goes beyond boundaries. The relationship between Hanuman and Rama transcends social hierarchies, illustrating that true friendship is rooted in shared values and mutual respect. Hanuman is a confidant and motivator of Rama during his times of despair, emphasizes the importance of emotional support in enduring friendships. We find Rama's motivation, his quest, is but a reflection of duty. We see in Rama both a desperation to find Sita, the love of his life, and a humility to accept the assistance and help of any being to achieve his quest for Sita. Rama's relentless pursuit of Sita serves as a profound illustration of his commitment to Dharma, where his love for her transcends personal desire, embodying the moral obligation to restore cosmic order and uphold righteousness in the face of adversity. There is strength in vulnerability. Rama's journey throughout the Valmiki Ramayana illustrates that true strength lies in the ability to acknowledge one's limitations and seek assistance. This is a Rama who killed 14,000 ogres in one sweep. This is a Rama who met every challenge thrown to him victoriously. This is a Rama who, despite being beaten up by Kara, manages to vanquish Kara. And yet, this is a Rama who knows his limitations and, in all humility, is willing to seek assistance. This is a demonstration that effective leadership is characterized by humility and the recognition of the value of collaboration and the need for alliances and support of one and all in overcoming one's challenges. His entire life, Rama, in the prime of his youth, he is exiled for 14 years. The hardships he faces in the forest, his battles with the ogres, he is tested time and again. His journey exemplifies how true leadership is tested in times of hardship. He demonstrates that resilience, that ethical decision making, and unwavering commitment to one's principles, which are essential qualities that inspire others and foster trust in a leader. These are the qualities that have endured him to the hearts of generations to come as the example of the ultimate human, the Maryada Purushottam. This is why he is the only ruler of all times that is quoted as an example to be emulated, to be followed, and to be respected. And he is loved. With that, we see the qualities of Rama shown to us in the Kishkinda Om Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulyam Ramanama Varanane Om Apadamapahartaram Dataram Sarvasampadam Lokabhiramam Shri Ramam Bhuyo Bhuyo Namamyaham. Dhanyavad. Barely 16 years, he is sent off to Vishwamitra to learn the art of warfare. Then